Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to what we like to call 12-Volt News. That's right. This is the show where we tell you as much as we can about what's happening in the 12-volt industry, new products, new things, events, all that fun stuff. So if you're new to the show, thank you for tuning in. We don't answer car stereo questions on this. We're going to save that for Monday and Saturday show. But before we get into the news, the breaking news, the hard-hitting news, as always, weather. Weatherman Fernando, what do we have to look forward to today in sunny Clearwater, Florida?
Today we have 79 degrees right now.
Yeah.
With the high of 90.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
With 45% of rain.
Chance of rain.
Chance of rain.
Wow.
So,
yeah, that sounds about right. That's, it's funny because that used to be like July weather.
Mm-hmm.
And it's slowly, I don't know why. I'm not a climatologist, but it's slowly been like sliding down in months. Mm-hmm. It's like, because normally we get rain like June and July.
Yeah.
But lately it's been like dry.
Yeah.
And then we're getting more rain in August, September.
Yeah.
But it's yeah. I mean, we get plenty of rain in those months, but yeah,
Hurricane season, baby.
Yes. Ooh, yay. Luckily, so far, so good with that. Knock on wood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully, nothing happens.
Nothing too extraordinary, which is that would be fantastic. According to the Weather Almanac, though, this is supposed to be a very cold winter approaching and a wet winter. So we might get rain all the way through December and January, which would be odd because normally it doesn't rain those months, which is great because I don't have to pay the guy to mow my yard. He goes on vacation, and I mean I think we still pay him, but not as much. I don't know. I don't even know how any of it works. All I know is that my grass goes dormant for like 2 months, and it's great. Like right now because it's just like we're getting all the rain. It's just like you need to mow this stuff like now, dude.
Yeah. Growing so fast.
And Haley and I go for a walk through the subdivision, and it's like the rain, like some of these yards, it's like you always know who the people are you don't want to have as neighbors.
Correct.
When the grass is 12 inches tall and their garage is open.
I just did mine, and I'm like, holy moly.
Hey, every week, man. Sometimes twice a week.
Crazy.
Yeah. And that's the thing, though. It's like if you don't keep on top of it, it takes 4 times as long to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like even if you don't want to, if you keep it, if you mow it every week or sometimes twice a week during the summer, it's way faster.
Right.
Because you can get through it in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas if you wait every other week, it's going to take you an hour or
That's
2.
What it takes.
Yeah. So you'd be better off to just like come home one day and go like, I'm just going to go mow the grass.
Every Friday?
Yeah, every Friday. or dude, like I said, sometimes twice a week. If it's raining, you almost got to do it twice a week because this stuff grows so fast.
It's been raining a lot. So
I know, it sucks. But for the rest of you guys, early bird gets the worm first today. Good job, Dave. Good job.
What's up?
Checking in from Springfield. He currently has 65 with 83. These swings are so amazing. Good morning, everyone. 57 with a high of 87 in the Pacific Northwest. See, it's the weather's doing that. Like, I don't know what I want to be yet because it's like we're getting crazy cold to like when we were in Tennessee at Sages. Sounds
fantastic.
Good. Like the weather was amazing. Yeah. It was like that, 57 and 87. I don't even know if it got up to 87, maybe.
Yeah.
But it was like for us, it was like, oh my God, this is so nice. And they're like, dude, shut the door, turn on the air. It's so hot. And we're like, this is beautiful, man. Why are you closing the door? Okay. East Tennessee, 64 with a high of 88 and cloudy. Chance for more rain. Exactly. It was crazy. Good morning. San Diego is 66.
Wow.
With a high of 78.
66.
Yeah, see, the weather just can't make up its mind. Modesto checking in at 62 with a high of 87. which is
more like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there again, like Modesto last year was
It
was
was an oven.
It was just so hot.
It was so.
I don't feel like they're getting as many hot days as they got last year.
But the tacos were fantastic.
The tacos were fantastic. I had a burrito. What time is the Saturday show? The Saturday show is 5:00 Eastern Standard Time. The Monday show is 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. We've been doing them for about 8 years now. Morning, fellas. Going to be steamy 85 in Delaware. Excited for the up and coming fall weather. I bet. Like that, dude. That's it's funny because like when the leaves change, people get all cheesed up about that. Like, what day are the leaves changing? I want to come up and see it. That's like the number one question tourists would ask, and it's like I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you want to see it. Stop talking about our crappy neighbors like that. This wasn't even our neighbor. This was like way over in the other subdivision.
Oh, yeah.
Amy, CE Outlook Extraordinaire. That's right. We'll just drop this right here. Boom. Connecticut is 70. 70 nice, degrees. Beautiful weather in Connecticut. Nice. I mean, fall is coming. Fall is coming. Hi, guys. 72 in Detroit today.
Very good. I like it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic temperature. So speaking of CE Outlook, one of the stories this week actually has Samology. Book it.
Samology 2026, really?
Yeah, we gotta work on it.
Already?
Well, I mean, it's a year away, but I mean, you gotta like start thinking about it now because
that's what I'm saying. We're already talking about it.
Yeah, we have to. So one of the, like I was saying, speaking of
stories,
so for those of you guys, this will be wrong one. Why did I hit that? This guy right here.
No, not the other one.
That one. Is it this one? Okay. All right. Yeah. 12-volt community hub. This is something that we've kind of been hearing about in the background a little bit, and it's finally launched. What this is more exciting things to do on CE Outlook. Obviously, with more of you hearing about it from us and whatnot, they want more stuff to do on the page. So they've created the 12-volt community hub, and what that basically means for you and I is we'll head over here to this button, and the 12-volt community hub, if we go back a page, is located right here. This is right here. And so when you press it, what it's going to do is this is an ever-evolving page. So this is the first run of it, meaning they just started doing it. It kind of gives a brief overview of what it is, which nobody wants to read. So basically what we're looking at, it's a place for 12-volt resources. So, for example, YouTube channels, podcasts, competitive dates, profiles and videos and new products. These are all things that are going to evolve over time. They're kind of placeholders. Like, for example, like the videos one, there's really not much there yet. And profiles, they're going to be working on that to fill that up.
Maybe add some form of like Facebook groups for car
audio.
But
I mean, there again, it's ever evolving.
Right.
So that's a possibility. But a lot of the Facebook groups are see, the reason why I think Facebook groups is a no is because a lot of those are predicated on certain aspects of you doing something. So, for example, you can't get into the 12-volt community unless you work for 12-volt. Right. They're trying to create something to me that seems like more open to everybody and less gatekeeping going on. So because everything here you can just click on and go to. So, and there again, I also feel like if you want to become a member of a Facebook group, Facebook does a good enough job aggregating that crap to you. So, whereas podcasts, YouTube channels, stuff like that,
for everyone.
It's for everybody. And that's what they're trying to do. That's why it's called the 12-volt community hub. Community means openness and available for everybody. Whereas some of those Facebook groups are kind of douchey. I mean, no, I know. It's crazy. But when you click on something like podcasts, it'll take you out. Right now, they're of course filling it up with podcasts, SQology, Car Stereo Talk with Brian and Dean, Quietly Loud podcast. So, anyways, the Hi-Fi Vega reverse polarity chat. Never heard of that one. That one's odd. Yeah. Anyways,
wow, that's a lot of them.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too.
Go up. I just wanted to see
the Links Will Together podcast. Behind the Dash podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, some of these I've never heard of.
No, me neither.
Aftermarket audio podcast.
The aftermarket.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one either. So some of these I'm gonna have to go check out and see if there's stuff there.
The week.
Yeah, week in car audio.
Oh, that's cool.
That's bass head stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably pretty good. Anyways, so this is a community page. It'll be ever evolved, and they're going to work on it. It just launched this week, actually, I think yesterday. So one more thing to do at CE Outlook if you want to know. Now, we put links to all the stories we're about ready to talk about in the description, so that if you are wanting to know more, you can always jump in. And of course, there are stories we don't cover because we don't want to. It's the joy of having your own news show. Okay, moving on. New product news is up first. We got a couple new products. Cervego ships unusual powered subwoofer. Unusual. So this is funny, and I don't mean but this is not the first time this has been done. We actually know this because Alpine did this.
Yep.
And now Cervego is doing it. And what this is a full system amplifier attached to a subwoofer. So think of the ultimate TV VCR combination. There's two versions of it, one with a 4.1 and one with a 2.1.
Yep.
There's no DSP to speak of. It's just straight power, from what we can tell from the article. And the 4.1 is 4 channels of amplification along with an active 8-inch subwoofer on its own channel. And then the 2.1, of course, is 2 channels of active power along with 1 channel for the subwoofer. This is made to be mounted into the vehicle firmly and securely, as well as it comes with a bass knob and all the usual suspects that you would expect for something like this.
Yeah.
I feel this will do really well in every place other than the United States.
Yeah.
Because these typically don't do well in the United States. They are going to sell a boatload of these. There's no question about it, because we know we've talked with other manufacturers that make these.
And they sell them.
And they sell the hell out of them. Yeah. But we just don't have.
We don't have the room for it.
Well, that, and we just our in America, the idea of bass is not an 8-inch subwoofer underneath the seat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't have the room. Our seats are like this much.
Yeah, and we want 412s. So
yeah, I mean, I was thinking 415s, but yeah.
Yeah, either way, my point is that
6.8.
This is a really cool idea. Like I said, we've had the Alpine version of it. We did a review of it. We put it in Haley's car, took a listen to it. It was neat. It was neat. I'm sure if we wanted to, we could get our hands on one of these and check it out. I don't know if I want to, though. I don't know if I care that much.
Where are you going to put it?
We'd have to dump it in Haley's car. The one car that there's actually room to put it in. Yeah. Anyways.
Maybe in the Mustang,
I'll not go in the Mustang. Yeah, put it in the convertible trunk. We'll totally not hear that. This is a nice little upgrade. Like I said, I think this will do fantastic everywhere but the United States. But if this is something you're interested in, or if you currently have a POS version of this, and you're like, oh, that'd be neat to have power to go to my other speakers, you might want to check it out. Of course, Cervego is the place to go to do that. Moving on. Also, we have the new Helix V2 cutting edge amplifier. Okay, the cutting edge part, maybe it has a sharp heat sink on it or something that might, put a scar on your wrist or something like that. Cutting edge in this is it has an auto gain set, which I think is a pretty cool idea. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
Auto gain setting to me sounds like that would be pretty awesome. Because as we know, setting gains can be somewhat of a struggle.
Challenging. For sure.
It also has a DSP direct mode. So if you are pairing it up with one of the other DSPs in the line, it'll automatically do that. It is set up to accept high level and low level. The example they gave is that, and this is what makes no sense to me, but I understand. If you don't have enough channel outputs and you want more power out of a channel, you just run the DSP's high level output into the input of this. And of course, you can daisy chain the amplifier, so you can take your 75 watt output into this, and I don't know anybody that would do that, but you could if you wanted, and of course have more power because you'd have the power that this has, which is almost double or triple that. It's bridgeable, so it'll do stereo and mono. It is an amplifier that was desperately needed in their lineup because they were missing this size form factor with that look. So for that, it's going to be pretty cool. Has standard RCA inputs, but really the big cutting edge portion of it is, from what I can tell, is it has an auto gain set. So
very nice. Yeah.
I honestly don't know about if it's a dynamic gain or anything like that. It just, they're again very vague as far as what it is. The easiest solution to that is at some point we'll get our good friend Jeff Smith on and he can tell us all about it. And, yeah. What does that say? Does that mean I won't get a knob to adjust the volume? Sometimes referred to as gain. These are all great questions. And trust me, last night when I was reading this, I had all the same questions. And we're just going to have to wait to find out what all that means. Like I said, we'll get Jeff on, and once we get some more new stuff from them, and we'll do a big knowledge dump on what's new and exciting in Helix. Moving on, for the last thing in new product news, Arc Audio introduces high channel DSP amplifiers. Back to back, we get 2 brand new DSP amplifiers from Arc Audio.
Yeah.
The X2 808, which the unboxing video for that went up yesterday, I believe. So if you'd like to know more about that amplifier, head over to the channel and check that out. We kind of go through what it is, what it does, some of the factors, take the heatsink off, do all the fun and exciting things that we do in our standard unboxing, as well as they just came out with the Falcon, which is the partner or big brother amplifier to the Blackbird. So now we have 12 channels with a 16-channel DSP, which I think is going to be probably one of their best movers and shakers. That gives us way more ability to add way cool stuff to it. So if you're not familiar with either one of those amplifiers, head over to Arc Audio and check those out. Now, this is kind of a time-sensitive story. So if you're just happening to be in Huntington Beach, California, today is the 5th. Yeah, so this starts today.
Yeah.
It's still early, so if you're up this early and you have some money and you want to do a sub-enclosure training, I don't know if it's sold out or not. You can always reach out and find out. Sub-enclosure training starts today with JT Torres and Andy Garcia at their facility. If you'd like to know more about this, definitely head over to See Outlook and click the link for all your pertinent information. This is going to be sponsored by Truly, not the beer company, the subwoofer company.
Oh, man.
I know. So, yeah, I know. Promises to be fun and exciting class over the next couple days where they're going to be doing all kinds of subwoofer stuff.
Yeah.
So if you missed out on the Mobile Solutions version of this, maybe check out their version of it. We'll see. It ought to be fun. But
it's a subwoofer.
Yeah, subwoofer classes. Apparently, subwoofer box building is new and fun again. Nah, not really. Also, this is a big story. Nick Wingate retires from Orca. Orca is the parent company of Focal, Moscone, and Gladen, as well as used to be Illusion and is also currently Raven. You'll learn more about that. Black Hole Tile. He retired from there. I think it was like 40 years. He was there for a very, very, very long time. And last week or so, he retired. And then HKI stepped in and offered him a really cool deal to come in and be part of the team there for research and development training, as well as new product development. Of course, Nick has a plethora, a vast amount, a huge quantity of knowledge locked in his dome. And of course, somebody wanted to jump on that and throw some money at him to see if he would be interested in helping them evolve and become more SQ-centric. HKI took that opportunity, so he'll be working closely, of course, with Ground Zero and the team over there to come out with new and amazing products that, he'll have some say in. So pretty excited for Nick.
Yeah.
As we know, we've had Nick on the show a couple times before. He's a great guy. Love Nick. So this is cool.
Fantastic.
Once he gets settled into this, I'll, of course, reach out to him, see if we can get him on the show and talk about HKI stuff, new Ground Zero stuff.
What's the secrets?
What's going on, what he's working on, and that kind of stuff. So that'll be soon. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Moving on. Arc Audio announces dedicated training facility. This is something that if you follow the podcast, Brian and I talked about a week ago on the podcast. Arc Audio has decided to turn part of their facility that was previously storage into a training facility in which people can come out and let's see, can I click on these? Yes, I can. To come out and learn about Arc Audio products, installation techniques, tuning techniques. It is going to be open to the industry first, but as time moves on, the facility needs to fill up, and Brian, of course, is excited about it. It'll eventually open to consumers as well as competitors that are on Team Arc Audio,
Very nice.
so that anyone interested will be able to become part of the excitement that is Arc Audio. Now, this is not new. They're not an original thought process here. There are other manufacturers that do this, specifically Audio Tech Fisher, which is the Helix group. They also have a facility in Arizona to where they bring dealers and whatnot out to and do multi-day trainings on DSP and integration and fusion and fun stuff like that, as well as Orca, formerly Nick's company, brings people out to Mobile Solutions to do a 4-day training there, which we've been to 3 or 4 of them, 3 of them maybe, to where they do deep dive into DSP as well as fabrication, as only you can do at Mobile Solutions. They've also done training at their facility in California for DSP training or whatnot. So this seems to be a natural transition. If you'd like to become, if you want people to move your product, it's complicated products, you need to get hands-on with them. And it's great to just go out to a retailer, but sometimes the only way we know people will learn is if you bring them to some place where the attention is off of the install bay, and you don't have a salesman breathing down your throat, you don't have a car that needs to be done, or it's not after work at 6 or 7 o'clock eating crappy pizza and listening to what somebody has to say for an hour. You need real immersive training. Some of the originators in this, obviously, it's been happening for a long time. Early on, DSP company Audison Electromedia was big into this. They would fly people out to California. I was fortunate enough to be one of those people. They'd have 50, 60, 70 people come out and they do deep dive training. That's where I met Tony D'Amore for the first time because he was one of the guest lecturers, which was really cool. But this is one of those situations where Arc Audio is taking the reins and moving on and wanting to control their destiny. So let's take a look at some of the pictures here. So, of course, there's TVs and air conditioning, which is nice. They've decorated it in kind of a historic way. So they had there was this little TV show, I believe, called Overhauling that starred this gentleman called Chip Foose. Okay. And they worked with Chip for a very, very long time on that. Fred and Chip are apparently really good friends. And so they put some of the builds that they were part of on the wall, along with some DSPs. We also have, this is kind of the side profile of it, where the classroom is going to be. It's actually a very long, narrow. We've been to the classroom before it was the classroom. As you can see, there's other stuff on the wall. So kind of an evolution of products. And of course, Brian's cooler, man. Brian's Red Bull cooler is there in the corner.
Red Bull
if you caught the podcast, you found the significance of the Red Bull cooler. It's very important to him. So that's pretty cool. And then you can see here a better view of the history walls, so to speak, all illuminated and looking pretty. Pass-through windows so you can see into the other half of this, which is not in the photograph, which is the actual bay. So this is actually the smaller side of it. There's a whole bay where they'll be able to pull cars in as to do learn how to do OEM integration and all those other fun things. Brian made it very specific. This is not going to be fab orientated, meaning we're not going to, he's actually out at Mobile Solutions. He did their big training last night where you could come if you're in Arizona. It was free, which is crazy. But he isn't interested in doing anything like that. It's just purely installation techniques as far as how to integrate into a factory signal, how to use their DSPs, all the cool things that you would need to know. Sales, that's a big one. Kind of looking forward to that. How to sell this stuff is also very needed because it's great to tell everyone they need a DSP, but not all salesmen understand how to sell the stuff. So along with general knowledge, there'll be sales trainings where they get people out there and kind of talk to them how to deal with customers and fun stuff like that. So really looking forward to that. Can't wait to get out there and see what we can come up with to make things fun and exciting for people to learn how to do more products for people. Yeah. If you're in the business and you ever get the opportunity to go to one of these in-house trainings, whether it be for Audison, whether it be for MSC, or even Arc Audio, you definitely want to take the opportunity to do it. Don't pass it up. These are once-in-a-lifetime chances to do really deep dives into these products. And there again, they're not free. So there is an expenditure for these. Like, the manufacturers can't afford to fly 20 people out every month to do this. It's just not realistic. Putting you up in a hotel, some of them will be able to do that. Most of them will be able to do that. But you do have to get out to these events on your dime. And the reason why they do that a lot of the time is to understand that you have a stake in the game too. You're not just thinking it's a mini vacation where you can go out and sack off and do nothing and become more of a hindrance to the event. So if you have some horse in the race, so to speak, then you'll be more apt to learn, because we've been to some of these events where people, unfortunately don't take advantage of the situation and basically, blow it off for what could have been somebody else's spot. And it's kind of disheartening sometimes. So if you get the opportunity to go to one of these, make sure you come at it as, hey, this is a very unique learning event. Whether your boss is paying for it or it's coming out of your pocket, which would be my pocket, make sure to take advantage of these and really ask great questions and be part of the process of learning. Don't just think you're going out to one of these events just to, party, slack off, drink beer, get drunk, wake up half tired and your brain is all fogged up. We've seen that, and that's not necessarily the best way to learn. So that's that. How exciting could that possibly be? So yeah, we're looking forward to this and seeing how it evolves. They should train online so customers can get. So I will say this about the online aspect of it. Obviously, we do a ton of online stuff, and it's great and it's fun. And we've actually been participated in online trainings. We've taught online trainings. We've watched online trainings. And I got to be honest with you about online trainings suck. They really do for the most part. And it's great that people want to have access to the content, but there is nothing that replaces in-house training. Like if you're there, have your hands on, it's way better. You just don't. The online stuff, as we all know, we all lived through COVID, so we all know how the online thing went. People don't take it serious as they should, whereas when you're there, you're held accountable. So, yeah, it's great, but I just don't see the value as much in online training, because like we've made plenty of videos for manufacturers on how, and we still get the same damn questions. And it's like, dude, it's right there. It's right there. So whereas if it's in your face, the idea is you can reach a lot more people online, but the quality just diminishes because people just don't pay attention, or they're doing two things at once. I mean, right now there's people watching this show that are doing totally other things and are just listening to it, which is cool. Please always listen, but it's not there. So I'm an advocate for in your face trainings.
Especially like Brad said, it needs to be hands-on, right? You need to go there. They have all the tools. They have all the stuff. That's the reason why they make these facilities, so they can get hands-on on the product and show you how this thing works.
100%.
So,
So with that being said, that's the news, guys. That's all we got. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, you can ask all the questions you want about 12 volt, and we will answer them the best that we can.
That's right.
We look forward to it as always. We call it the Saturday Live Show, Q&A, and that's followed up on Monday, as if you didn't, if you don't catch the Saturday one, you catch the Monday one. It makes no sense. We tried to figure it out.
Oh, the Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram was always a great place too.
It was.
We're not going to talk about this beautiful.
Oh, we should talk about this beautiful
rodeo?
Nissan. This is a Nissan, bro.
I don't know what it is. It might as well be a Isuzu Rodeo, because it's the biggest POS on the planet.
Whoa!
And it has a circuit breaker in it that I absolutely
hate. From the factory?
No, that is not from the factory. That is an add-on piece of crap. So anyways, 5 Eastern
time,
always.
Yep.
And it will not be hands-on, but you can do this the whole time. Ooh, squeezy.
No, it's hands-on.
It is hands-on?
Yeah, because you got to type some questions.
You got to hold on tight. It's just so exciting. Roller coaster. All right, guys, that's all the show we have. That's all the time we have. You guys have a wonderful Friday. And for those of you that don't have to work today, that's amazing. And for those of you that are like, this is day number 4 and I'm out, bro, because some of you are off on Monday, which seems so far away. Congrats. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.